Well, should we just start it off?
Yeah, let's just start it off.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Off Pitch 74. I am Diane, and I'm actually joined by a special guest here today who is filling in as co-host for Kat. So if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sam.
So for those of you who don't know, Sam is actually our producer of this podcast. So she's actually stepping away from being behind the camera and just listening to us and telling us when to speed up. And she's actually going to sit here and just chat with me today.
Yeah.
So,
Kat slammed.
Yeah. So
she took over Sutter's account.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can imagine.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a very, very big week for us. So,
Huge
week. Tomorrow is our biggest game of the year over at Stanford Stadium. We are playing LA Galaxy, which is always just like the most amazing game. But I think it's probably the one game that our entire office preps for, like the second that schedule comes out.
Yeah.
Like this isn't just like a week thing that we all put together. It's months of preparation.
Blood, sweat, and tears. I must say, if I had known I was going to be on the podcast today, I would have done my hair too, because your hair is always flawless, Diane. And I would have.
This is like 3 days unwashed, so I actually thought the same. I was like, oh, should I wash it today? Like, I was like, really? The video's only shown like for 15 seconds, and then it goes away, and the camera's kind of far. So.
It's a podcast anyway. Yeah. It's not supposed to be
and your
showing
hair's
our
better
faces.
When it's a little dirtier.
It is.
But yeah, as Sam mentioned, Kat is just super, super slammed. So she is overseeing Sutter, who is actually our presenting partner of this game. So a lot of really cool things going on with them. So that is unfortunately why she cannot be here today, but all that hard work will pay off. Everyone who's going to come to the game tomorrow, you will definitely know Sutter is on site. They will be everywhere. Volunteers will be in our Bud Light Devotion deck area that's taking place right outside of the gates.
Yeah. Gate 4, I believe.
Gate 4, yeah.
Epicenter outside Gate 4.
Yeah, so be sure to get there early. Again, Stanford's always a really fun game. Everyone's tailgating. People just get there early, and the Bud Light area will open up around 3 p.m. and kickoff is set for 7. So come out, bring your friends, tailgate, go grab some Bud Light, and yeah, just get ready for really the most exciting game of our year.
I love Bud Light lately. Bud Light makes a michelada that is actually pretty dang good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been drinking a lot of Bud Light lately.
I don't know. I'm not a big michelada fan, but I'm getting there. I'm not a big tomato person.
I'm not either.
And I do like spicy margaritas. So I think that can help me transition over to it.
Yes.
But I don't know if you've seen, but Bud Light's actually doing a really cool thing right now around the World Cup. So just kind of backtrack a little bit. So as we kind of mentioned before in some of our other podcasts, we're hosting all the World Cup games here at the stadium. We're showing every single match. And Monday's games were actually really exciting.
Was that Monday?
Was it Monday?
Was that Monday or Tuesday?
Honestly, the days are so blurred.
Everything's such a blur right now.
I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is anymore. It was sometime this week, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
What day was it?
I can't remember now. Oh my goodness. But it was crazy.
Yeah.
Mexico fans chanting Korea. And then our boss Jed was like, all right, we got to change this game. We got to turn on the Korea game. And it was a little too early. They still had a chance.
Yeah.
And he's like, nope, change it. And we were like, oh, are you sure right now? And I was shaking because I was nervous. But then once the Mexico fans were shouting Korea, I was okay, let's change the TV over.
Those have been our biggest attended games here in the stadium. So we have a couple thousand people come out for these games to watch. So just imagine a couple of thousand Mexican fans out there thinking that their team is out until they see that Germany-Korea is still 0-0 with minimal time left. And then I think they got 6 minutes of injury time added on. Oh my God,
yeah.
And then a Korean player went down, so they added another 3 minutes, so it was 9 minutes. So literally, I think FIFA was just giving Germany every chance they could.
And they blew
come
it.
on, just score. And yeah, and then Korea came out of nowhere, scored 2 goals, and all the Mexican fans here and across the world are now the number one supporters of South Korea.
Countries unite. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful
and that's
game.
What happens.
I love it.
But okay, I am relating this back to Bud Light. So I saw a promotion that Bud Light is doing. They're going to offer free beer for all fans in California if Mexico wins on this upcoming Monday.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. So
does that include all of their products, you think, or just Bud Light? I'll bet it's just Bud Light.
I think it's just Bud Light, but it's pretty interesting. So
I'm down.
Come out to the games. Like we said, we're hosting every single game here for the rest of the tournament.
I think we've got the Portugal game tomorrow. So even though we have Stanford, we're still doing viewing parties at Avaya. So tomorrow is Portugal. That's going to be pretty crazy. Our own stadium host Taylor is going to be there and then is going to come down to Stanford. So he might be a little fried from a long day, but still going to be good.
So fun fact, for those of you who don't know, Taylor Amarante, he is our in-game show host. He's our group sales manager and then comedian on the side, which focuses on Portuguese and cultural comedy. So he's got a really big reach in the Portuguese network around here.
He's so popular.
Oh, yeah. So he'll be bringing all the people out here tomorrow. So yeah, if you have nothing to do tomorrow and you want your just day to be full of soccer, come to the viewing party here tomorrow. Make your way over to Stanford, and yeah.
Seriously, make your way over to Stanford early.
Yeah.
My parents have tried to come every single year that I've worked with the Quakes, and literally at like 6 o'clock every Stanford game, I'll get a text from my mom saying, "Yeah, we're turning around. This is ridiculous," because traffic is so bad. I don't even think they're going to try this year, which is really sad.
Traffic gets tough. So, yeah, make sure that you leave early. I mean, we have to be there early anyway. I actually won't be there this year, but just everyone else has to be there really early. But just in years past, I mean, just so you know, Stanford is literally its own city.
Yeah.
Like within Palo Alto. I've worked it about 3 or 4 times now, and I get lost every single time. Our employee lot hasn't changed. The parking situation is the same every year.
Everything's the same.
But I get lost every year. It's just a massive stadium, massive campus, but beautiful, really, really fun. And it's just a fun game for us to be able to share with 50,000 of you, where we can't hold that many here at Avaya. So it is fun where we get to at least have one game a year where we can invite, as many of our fans out as possible and host everyone.
And we're saluting the troops again.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that we do this every single year, saluting the troops.
I think it's just a nice outing for a lot of these military families too.
Yeah.
It is tough a lot of times we live in the Silicon Valley, people. It is hard to even go out to the movies or for a meal sometimes, but every year here in our office, we do a thing called Military Blitz where our whole front office shuts down. We hit the phones for a full day. Everyone from our president to our COO to, us, just
everybody,
normal everyday people are hitting the phones, trying to get donations to bring out military members and their families. So I don't have the number in front of us right now, but I think we're bringing out a couple thousand military members for sure through that initiative. So it is really exciting.
Our anthem singer is in the military, or was in the military. He was the 2016 Air Force Entertainer of the Year. So that's really exciting.
I didn't know that award existed. That's a really cool accolade to be able to tell everyone.
So
I remember last year. So obviously every year we do something completely different for halftime, and to be quite honest, I don't even know what's going on. They try and keep it pretty secret. So for those of you going tomorrow, be sure to stay in your seats. It's always really fun. But I remember last year we brought out a lot of different military vets and everything, and just in a range of ages. I was down on the field holding a flag or something, volunteering, and every time they announce someone, they're like, so-and-so, aged 89. I was like, they look amazing.
They're jumping up and down on the field. I was like, I can't even jump up and down like you guys
89
right now.
was probably the youngest. And then it went up to over 100, and they just looked amazing.
Yeah.
And just some of the things that these people have seen and been through, and to see that they were out there and we were able to honor them was pretty cool.
I admire people in the military. I don't think I could ever do that.
I
would like to, but man.
Yeah, so if you see any military members out there, be sure go up to them, thank them for their service, or even just maybe buy them a beer in the Bud Light zone.
Yeah, buy them a Bud Light.
Whatever you want to do. But there will be a lot out, so we're really excited to honor them and host them here.
Ooh, we're also getting 10,000 Quakes hats.
Yes.
Which are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so we like to call these hats the dad hats. I think this is just what this hat style is called. They're very big and very in right now. So nice blue hat that we got here, and on the back says #BeatLA. So I don't know a person who wouldn't want to wear this all the time.
I like to wear it backwards just so you see the BeatLA hashtag.
See, just put it in everyone's face.
Yeah, seriously.
We'll even hand these out to the LA fans, and they just have to wear them because that's the giveaway. So
I hope there's no LA fans there tomorrow.
There will be a lot.
Are there going to be a lot of their supporters are probably coming, huh?
Probably. LA is usually the team that travels the best, and just in any sport that there is around here, Northern California, Southern California, just that rivalry just runs so deep. So they will probably just come out.
I wonder if Zlatan's going to be there. Do we know yet if he's going to be there?
I
feel like they're keeping it a secret. Like nobody knows if he's going to be there or not.
I mean, I kind of hope he is. I mean, obviously he's been around.
Yeah.
He's played for, multiple very like notable teams, but this is a pretty intimidating crowd to play in front of, I think.
I feel like this is like the atmosphere that he probably likes to play
Exactly, yeah. I think this is probably something that he's probably more used to, but obviously a very different atmosphere compared to playing overseas, so.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm excited to see our team play over there. I mean, again, I'm sad I can't be there. I'll actually be at a wedding, so.
Excuse me. Everybody's getting married. I'm just over here on a podcast.
Hey, me too. I'm just the guest at the wedding. I just show up to these things.
I'm not even in the wedding.
I'm not. I'm just a guest, so. But I'll be sitting there checking the score and everything. But it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier. When we get this schedule that comes out in like January, Stanford is like the one game that's put on everyone's like radar and everyone's map. And I remember getting that schedule. You get that mid-January and you start to plan out your year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I got weddings to go to. What games do they fall on? What games do they not? And I saw that this particular wedding falls on Stanford. My first thought, it's not like, oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, that's the Stanford game. It's weird to see, like, once you start, like, working here, like, longer, where your mind just starts, like, transition. The longer you work in sports, your mind goes, like, games first.
You're a different person once you've worked in sports.
Oh, yeah.
My initial thought was, where am I going to go on vacation after Stanford is done?
Exactly.
And I still don't know. I want to go to Lake Tahoe, I think.
That's a nice, like, relaxing getaway.
It's
and
getting
close enough.
Expensive up there, though.
Tahoe's just becoming, like, more and more, like, known around the world.
I know.
There's like, I follow like a luxury traveler or something on Facebook, and they posted a video about Lake Tahoe recently.
No,
so
keep it a secret. I want to keep it ours.
I know. It's our little gem for now.
I know.
And then it's just going to blow up one day.
I know.
But get there while you can.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, Stanford is a crazy, crazy game. I mean, Sam works in creative services. I mean, I just don't think people realize how tough it is to literally move one stadium to a completely different stadium and replicate everything that you do here over there.
It's okay. It has gotten, I swear I was freaking out this year because I wasn't freaking out about Stanford.
Okay, that's fine, because that's how I felt too. Again, listeners out there, I don't think like Stanford,
a lot goes into it.
I feel like Stanford used to almost like strike fear into people.
Yes.
Like you hear it and just like, ugh, like it like shivers like down your spine, because like it is a lot of work. But this is our 7th year now playing over at Stanford.
Yeah.
And I think, we finally developed a system and kind of just know, like, okay, we got this down. We know what we're doing. But yeah, it is weird, because I felt the same thing. I was like, I feel like there's always like way more panic going on. Like Stanford's coming up, everyone like, don't talk to each other. Yeah. We all just need to work and get our heads down.
Yeah. But it hasn't been like that. Like, are we just better at our jobs? No. I'm going to say that that's the reason. But I remember, oh God. So it must have been like 3 years ago the LEDs were acting up. I specifically remember you and I standing on the field and looking up at the LEDs and being, oh no. And it's day of game. Like, why are the LEDs looking like that? And I go up to the booth and I'm trying to fix everything. And my boss at the time, Amanda, comes in and says, how's everything going? And I just look at her and I just broke down crying. I was like, I can't handle any more stress today. What are we going to do? And nothing got fixed, but everything was fine, I guess.
Everything worked out, but it is moments like that. I mean, you're not in your own home. You're at a completely different place, like different system, different things. Like I said, I get lost every year at Stanford. So if someone's like, wait, we need you over here right now, I'm like, I don't know where that is.
I need, send me a compass. Am I going north or west?
Like, I need a guide with me at all times.
Seriously. I do get excited about driving the golf carts around there, though. That's really fun.
That is nice. Again, Stanford's massive campus. Yes. You need a golf cart to kind of get around and everything. And
yes.
I think it was two or 3 years ago. I want to say it was 2015. Conveniently, Stanford was like, you know what? This is the perfect time. We're going to just remodel our entire locker rooms. Oh, are you guys playing your biggest game of the year here? Okay. Yeah, that's the time we're going to do it.
Yeah, that's the perfect time. We're going to do that.
So, yeah, I just remember being, like, down there, like, kind of on the field area. And again, the locker rooms are completely under construction, so they had like portables out there. So the players literally had to either walk from the field, which is there's a really long like ramp and it's pretty steep.
It is exhausting walking up that thing.
So many times you have to go back and forth.
Yeah.
And that year in particular, like inside sales, part-time staff and everything, they all literally were stationed to golf carts and had to drive the players to and from the locker rooms. And I just remember our old coworker, Luis, at the time, she was in charge of driving some of the LA players. And I can't remember at what point she was driving them. And I wish I could remember who she said too, but they were down in the game and just livid on the golf carts. Like, and she just has to be like happy, like driving them.
And Luisa is literally the happiest person on the planet.
And like you can't like I don't think I've ever seen her upset or like mad or anything. So like here she is just like driving up like, you guys ready to hop on? And just like not giving her like the time of day, just so pissed like at the game result and everything. But that was the LA players, not our players. Yeah. Our players are always very nice.
We seem to win a lot at Stanford.
We do.
Yeah. I think our record is 4-1-1.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like people look forward to Stanford so much because you just don't know what's going to happen, or you know it's going to happen, but just way later in the game. We're usually very good about like coming in like last few minutes or so and just making it so exciting.
Did you know that Shea predicted his goal last year? Pretty much.
Predicted it?
Yeah,
kind of. Know that.
So he tells this story about how the day of Stanford he was in the bathroom getting ready, and I guess he looked over at his wife and was like, "Hey, if I score a goal tonight, is it okay if I take my shirt off?" Which I think is nice to ask your wife if you can do that, first of all. And so then she said, "Yeah, I don't care." And so he went and shaved like the 5 chest hairs that he had. So he predicted his goal last year, which I think is awesome.
That is really awesome.
Yeah.
I think because his wife gave him permission, like, at that moment, he's like, all right,
that was like the blessing, like, ding, you're going to do it now. What if she had said no?
We wouldn't have had a great game as last year.
Yeah. Or crowd reaction or...
Well, hopefully he has some really good predictions this year.
Yes. I haven't heard of anything yet.
It really does end with a bang. We have one of the biggest fireworks shows around, and it's great kind of leading into 4th of July, kind of get your firework kick started a little bit earlier. But yeah, stick around after the game, hang out outside, really anywhere outside of the stadium or even inside the stadium if you're still in there. It's really a great way to kind of cap off a Quakes win.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're hoping for tomorrow.
Yes. So the breakdown is Epicenter pregame.
Bud Light, Devotion Deck.
Bud Light, Devotion Deck, pregame. Come watch the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in your seat for the halftime show. Watch the second half. Watch the Quakes win. And then watch fireworks.
Pew, pew,
Don't leave your seat ever. Once you're in the stadium, stay in your seat. Unless you have to go to the bathroom. Then
Agreed.
That's okay.
Yeah. Please leave your seat at that point.
Yeah, please do that. Please do that. That'd be great. All right.
Well, Sam, I enjoyed having you.
It was really good being on this side.
It's a nice.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because you can actually talk. You don't have to like refrain from.
I know.
Like,
I don't have to like have you guys read my lips from the
which
other
is
side.
hard to do because I'm just like sometimes I'm just staring at you like I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, always a pleasure to have you behind the scenes in front of the microphone. So thank you again for
Thanks
joining.
for having me.
And good luck tomorrow at Stanford.
Oh, thank you. I hope I don't break down crying.
No tears.
No tears tomorrow.
It'll be a fun game.
Just blood and sweat. No tears.
Yeah, no tears this year. It'll just be a lot of sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sweat. It's supposed to be like 92 tomorrow.
That's another thing.
Bring
Actually,
sunscreen.
I'm gonna go back a little bit. Be cool and stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Stanford is always super hot. I made the mistake like my first year working there. Like obviously like we're working, so you have to like look a little bit nicer. I wore like heels, which I like wearing all the time. Don't get me wrong, but like don't wear those at Stanford. Just don't do it.
No.
It is awful.
Nope.
You are so hot. Yeah, just don't do it. You're showing up to a soccer game anyway. You should be wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah.
But that is my tip for you.
What a great tip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to another episode of Off Pitch 74. Again, you guys have any questions, any topics that you guys want us to talk about, or anyone that you really want to hear about or us to talk to, feel free to tweet at us, #OffPitch74. And yeah, we look forward to talking to you guys here soon.
We'll see you tomorrow. Kat, or Diane won't, but Kat and I will.
All right, see you later.